Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Tizzle, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial with Green Arrow. As you can see, I'm playing as him, playing as Doomsday here. But I'm just going to be going over his moves and some of his combos that I've found. But here are his basic attacks. I'll show them to you real quick. Here it is his X, his Y, and his A, and you can do combos off of those. These, and I'll show you those in just a minute. You can also do back X, back X, back Y, and then back A. And you can do a nice little combo off of that. Also, I forgot to mention this in the commentary. If you hold right trigger and then you press back A, it will meter burn that. And then it will make it so it's unblockable. And you can also do this with interactables. I'll show you. I actually already used these over here, but oh, I've got one more. Clutch. So if you hold right trigger and hit this, it will meter burn that, and it'll make it unblockable. So if they hit you while you're doing it, you're still going to do it. Also, if you hold right trigger and do back A, it will meter burn that, and it makes it unblockable. Let me see if you can do it with this. You can't. But, so that is about it. I just wanted to point out that you can meter burn those two things. And as you can see, it does take longer to meter burn the back A than it does to just do it. So I just wanted to point that out. And let me just check and see if you can remember that. You can't. So that is that. And you also do forward X, forward Y, and then forward A. And then you can do down X, down Y, and down A. So now that we've got those, we have his grab. You can also do these in the air. I'll show you them. Here's his air X. I'll show you that again. He kind of just jumps out and stabs them. His air Y, kind of the same thing. And then his air X, he kind of flips his bow around and hits them. Oh, my bad. His air X, his air Y, and his air A. Okay. So now we got his grabs, his forward grab, here it is, and his back grab. So, pretty basic, you can just hit left bumper and grab, of course. But now we'll move on to his combos. So I'll just tag, some of these, and I will show them to you. So first is just XX, pretty basic. You can hit 3 and it'll do that. XXA, and it'll kick him up in the air, and I'll show you something you can do here. If you do XXAB, then you can hit an arrow after that, and if you use a freeze arrow, you can hit a combo after this. And it's real nice. I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. Then you can go back XA, you'll hit him up into the air. You can just go YY, or you can go YYA, and it'll hit him like that. So now we'll move on and show you these last few. You can go back YA. You can go, let me get him out of the corner. You can go forward Y down X. This one's a bit harder to hit. There it is. Wait, no. I'm doing it wrong. Forward Y down X. There it is. Forward Y down XA. There's that, and then you can just go like that, and it will hit him, and that does a lot of damage. You can do that, and it does 12% damage, and that one actually does a lot of damage too. It does 13. But anyway, you can do bounce cancels, but I don't really understand how those even work, truthfully. But just don't worry about those. Now we'll move on to these, and I'll show you meter burning them and everything. And there we go. So first is his Sky Alert. Shoots it up into there. Let me turn on. Let me make it so I've got full meter so I can show you. If you do down back X, it shoots him up straight up in the air. And this works actually really good against Doomsday, because whenever he does his jump into the air, he'll leap up into the air, and then as he's coming down, you can hit him with that. And if you meter burn it, it shoots 4. It just doubles how many it shoots. But now you can go in the air, and then it'll shoot it down. I'll show you that on him. And same thing, if you meter burn it, it just shoots 8. So that can be useful if they're like trying to slide under you or something. This can be a bit hard to hit because if you go over here and go too far, then it won't work. But yeah. So now we've got Savage Blast down back Y, and it does, like, this is good if they're hitting you close up and you just want to kind of get away from them, or if you're just backing up, you can use this and it'll fill up your meter at the same time. And this can also be used as a ranged attack, so if you're really up close to them, you can do that. But if you meter burn it, you'll hit them twice and you'll kind of juggle them, I guess. But if you're back here and you don't want to get close to them, then you can just meter burn that, and the first one will miss them, but then the second one will hit. So you can see that again. And then that will hit them. His stinger, back forward A, it just slides into the ground. It just slides and hits him. You can meter burn that and it will shoot an arrow with it. So that's pretty cool. You can... You have to hit it first and then meter burn. Oops. Also, one last thing. Whenever I did the... let me see what it was called. The stinger. Let me just tag it real quick. I'll show you. Whenever I did the stinger meter burn, I was doing it in the corner. So what you do is, this is what it actually does. It'll shoot them really far away, but what I was doing is like this, which still works, but it works better out in the open. His Uphaven Blast is down back Y. Wait. Oh, it's down forward. Wow, my bad. This is just like that, or just like that, except it shoots it up in the air. So if they're jumping, you can kind of, if they're about to jump, you can kind of anticipate it and do that. And same thing as before, you can use this as a ranged, and if you meter burn, the first one will miss, and the second one will hit. But you can just do it like that. And his Hurricane Bow is his last one. It's really neat, but you can't meter burn it, sadly. You do down forward X, and it spins the bow in them, and then he hits them. So I'll show you that again. Yeah, sadly you can't meter burn it, as you can see. But that is it for his special moves. His power, his arrows. I'll show you those. Let me clear these real quick. Alright, so if you do, the first one is down forward B, you just down forward B, as you can see, and then it is a lightning arrow or shock arrow. I'll show you it again. And these can be good because they move really fast. I'll show you in comparison to the other two arrows, but they do move really fast and they do 5% damage. Now the second one is just down B. These are his flaming arrows, and you get 3 of them. I'll show you this. You get 2 of these. His down B is his fire arrows, like I said. You get 3 of these, and they do the most damage, but they do fly slower than the shock arrows, as you can see. But you do get 3 of them, which is nice. And then his down back B is, I showed you this earlier, it is his ice arrow. What I like to do is hit that and then hit the back A, so you can easily hit the combo. But I'll show you it again. It's just down back B. And then you can hit it on them and it freezes them and they can't do anything about that. You can hit a nice little combo. I'll show you how to do that combo in just a minute. But I'll show you again in comparison. That one is the slowest actually. Here are his shock arrows. Here are his flaming arrows. And these do actually knock him down. So just by the way, and then his ice arrow. You can hit the combo off of it. Also, I forgot to say this in the commentary, but whenever you're shooting the arrows, if you hold the arrow button and then you press back and you're walking backwards, it will shoot it up in the air, as you can see. And then if you hold an arrow and then jump up and then press down as you're in midair, it will shoot it down at them. So that can be helpful just for getting a different way to hit the arrow, so you can hit it with all of these, of course, and then hit the combo. And I'll show you it with the fire arrow, and of course you can shoot them while you're crouching. I usually shoot them while I'm crouching because then it always hits them. Even if they are blocking it, it still does damage to them. So, and lastly, these shock arrows. And that is that. So that's it for that. I'll just show you his finisher real quick, and I will show you something you can do off of it. So the way I usually hit his finisher is I'll get an ice arrow, and then I'll freeze them, and then hit the finisher. As you can see, you shoot a explosive arrow at their feet, and then hit them. And as you can see here, you can do back A and then jump into the air and hit a combo off of it. As they're falling back down, I'll show you it again. As they're falling down, you can actually hit a combo off of them. It doesn't stop you from moving, and I'll show you it right here. You can even jump up in the air and hit them more, so. You can do whatever you want off of that. You can hit a nice combo, and it looks really awesome when you do it in online matches. You can also do this with Harley Quinn and maybe a couple others, but not that many people know about him. So now I will show you a couple of combos that you can hit. So first, you can, what I usually do, like I said, is I hit the ice arrow and then go back A and then jump into the air and then hit them in mid-air, and then as they're falling down, you just hit XXX. So I'll show you that one in slow motion right now. And then for the next one, what you can do is you can just try to hit this and then freeze them, and then you can do other stuff off of that. So what I sometimes do is back A and freeze them. Whoops. Sometimes it's hard to hit. Well. And then if you want to, you can just go back A again, or what I like to do, oops. And hit the hurricane bow off. It doesn't do that much damage, but it does look pretty cool. And just the hurricane bow, I think it looks awesome. But the next one is, this is my favorite combo with him. It is XXA and then B, and you will freeze him. I showed you this earlier, but you have to hit it all really quick, and then you can go up to him and hit your combo off. So it's the exact same as before, so I'll show you that one more time. Well, I missed it. I suck. That works. And then you can hit the last few, and sometimes it is hard to hit the last part of that, but it's okay if you miss it. It doesn't really matter, because it still does a lot of damage. And then the last one is the one that I showed you earlier. It is you're off of the finisher, and I'll slow that. I just slowed it down. So off the finisher, you hit the back A, and you just keep doing the same thing. So right after you finish the finisher, you just hit back A, and you'll spin and hit them, and you can do the exact same thing as you did before. So I'll slow that one down. And that is about it for my green arrow tutorial. Just be sure to use your arrows a lot. I mainly use the ice arrows. And then, like, if they're close to their shield being out, I'll use the flaming arrows. Because, as you can see, it can take their shield out from there in 2 hits. Because these do 8% damage each. And if you want to, you can hit XXA and then hit an arrow off of it. Like, an arrow that isn't an ice arrow. You can hit any arrow off of it, and it works out good. So that does 17% damage, which is a lot for such a simple combo. And yeah, that's really about it. So thank you for watching, and I'll probably do another one of these tutorials. I'll do one maybe for Scorpion or somebody else. But thank you for watching, and comment, rate, and subscribe for more.